Hello everyone, I am Afsha Fareen, Maths faculty in Talapadmavati International School. Today we are going to deal with Class 3, Chapter 2, Fun with Numbers. Children, in this chapter we are going to know the numbers and also know the different type of representation of numbers, order of numbers, skip counting and many more. So, here is a story of some children. Let us have a look. So, here are some children who are collecting seeds. There is Vicky, Radhika, Gauri, Sunil and Indra. Radhika is saying that I have picked 24 seeds. Whereas Gauri is saying, hooray, I got 47 seeds. Here are my 38 seeds, saying Sunil. Indra got 54 seeds and Vicky, I think I have collected 42 seeds. Let us represent these numbers and solve the given questions. Here comes Gauri, Sunil, Indra, Vicky and Radhika. Is it clear, children? Now, Radhika collected how many? Radhika collected 24. So, where is my number 24? Here it is. Radhika collected 24. Whereas Gauri collected 47. So here are Gauri seeds. Sunil collected 38. So here are Sunil seeds. Indra collected 54 seeds. And the last, Vicky collected 42 seeds. Now let us read the given questions and solve them. Radhika, Gauri, Vicky, Indra and Sunil were collecting imli. Imli means tamarind seeds. First question is, Dash collected the most. So children, among these, who collected the more number of seeds? Come on, tell me. Who collected more number of seeds? Yes, it is Indra who collected more number of seeds. So we shall write the answer as Indra. Next. So here is a comparison between Sunil and Vicky. Sunil will collect dash more seeds to be equal to Vicky. So let us make this all aside and let us keep Sunil and Vicky. So here Sunil has 38 and Vicky has 42 children. To become equal as Vicky, how many coins does Sunil need more? So 38 and he should become 42. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. How many he needs, children? 4. He needs 4. Now the question is, if Radhika gets more 6, she will have. Now let us get back to Radhika. Radhika is on trending now. Miss Radhika, will you please come forward? Yes. Radhika as having 24 children. Now he is asking how many will she have if she have more 6. So let us take 6 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let us give it for her. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. How much she became? 30. Now, next question. How many children have more than 40 seeds? Now the question is for all the children. What is the question, children? He is asking that how many children have more than 40? Does Radhika have more than 40 seeds? No. Gauri? Yes. Sunil have more than 40? No. Indra? Yes. Vicky? Yes. So more than 40 members are Gauri, Indra and Vicky. These three members have more than 40. So how many children? 3 children. Next. Dash needs 3 more seeds to become 50. So let us see. First of all, I will be picking 3 tokens so that I can make it to 50. If I add 24, 25, 26, does it become 50 children? No. To Gauri, 47, 48, 49, 50. So who was the person? Gauri. We shall also cross check Sunil, Indra and Vicky. 38, 39, 40, 41. No. 54, 55, 56, 57. No. 42, 43, 44, 45. It was only satisfied with Gauri. So what is the answer? Gauri. Sunil has 2 seats less than 40 and Dash has 2 seats more than 40. So Sunil is a person who is having 2 seats less than 40. If he have 2 seats, in the sense I am showing you tokens here. So if he is having 2 more seats, he will become 40. Who are the person which has 2 seats more than 40? Who is that? Who is that? Can you tell me? Yes, it is Vicky who is having 42. So the answer is Vicky. And children, you can also create some questions. You can also solve it by your own. Like, what are the total number of seeds collected by children? What you are supposed to do? You are supposed to add all of them. Will you solve this for me? Now, let us go for our next topic. Our next topic is Dhoni's century. Children, have you ever heard this word century? Where did you? Yes, in the field of cricket, we heard this word that Dhoni has taken a century, Sachin has taken a century. Yes or no, children? So, today we are going to see a story of Dhoni's century. One day, match between India and South Africa in Guwahati. India was batting first. What was happening? There was a match between India and South Africa in Guwahati. And who was batting first? India was batting first. Dhoni on 96 and 1 ball left. Will he complete his century? And look at this. What a marvelous 6. So, what he's saying, the commentary section, what he's saying? He's saying that Dhoni is on his 96 runs. Still he need how many runs to get a century, children? 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Still he need 4 runs to make a century and win the match. Whereas he took a marvelous 6. There will be 4 and 6 in the cricket, no? So what did Dhoni do? Dhoni has taken a 6, a marvelous 6. The girl who was standing here was saying that, yay! Dhoni has completed 1 century. Dhoni has completed a century. Now let us see, to make into 100, how many runs are required for 96? So children, I am picking the 96 numbers, 90s. So where is 96? 96. Here is 96. To make 100, how many more runs do he require? 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So 100 is equals to 1 century. So children, how many runs do these players need to complete a century? Now let us see these and complete the century. So what is the next number, children? What is the next number? 93. Where do I have 93? 93, here it is. 93. To make 100, in 93, how many tokens do I require more? 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So how many tokens are required for 93 to make it a century? 3, 6, 7. I require 7 runs to complete it to century. Next number is 97. For 97, how many I require? Shall we try with fingers? 97. 97 after. 98, 99, 100. How many children? 3. Next. For 89. For 89. How many numbers are required, or else how many runs do I require to win the match, making a century? So here we go, 89. 89 after. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Up to where I have to count, children? 100. 98, 99, 100. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many? 11. Next, player 4 has 99. Come on children, this is very easy. You need to tell me. How many runs do he require to become 100? If he has taken already 99 runs, how many he require more? Yes, more 1 run. If more 1 run is there, he becomes 100. So children, try to practice this making a centuries by 90s. In this session, we are going to know the concept of hundreds, tens and ones. So children, what is hundreds? What is tens? What is ones? How they are represented? How many digits are present in ones, tens, hundreds? And what are the greatest numbers and the smallest number of 100, ones and tens we are going to see in this video. So in the previous class we have learned 2-digit numbers, right? In this session we are going to see even hundreds also. So before we learn and know how many digits are present in 100, tens and ones, we shall know what a digit is. Children, you can see I have some flashcards here from 0 to 9. Yes, this is a digit. 2 is a digit. 3 is a digit. So totally how many digits are present? 10 digits are present. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. If for example, let us take a 2-digit number, 23. 23. So children, what is the number? The number is 23. But how many digits are present in this? There are 2 digits. One is 2 and one is 3. Okay, so any number, whatever number it might be the number might be in thousands, the number might be in hundreds, the number might be in lakhs or anything. These 10 digits are used to form the number. So children, now let us see the place values representation. So here we are going to know what is ones, how it is represented, what is tens and hundreds. So children, here you can see the tabular form where I have written ones, tens, hundreds. So what is ones? Ones is nothing but 1. So how it is written, children? It is represented like this, 1. Now, how many digits are present in 1? How many digits? 1 is only one digit number, no? So, only one digit is present in ones. Now the question is, what is the smallest and greatest number? So children, where the digits start from? Single digit number, single digit, only one digit. So 0 is a one digit number? Yes. 1 is also a one digit number. So the smallest one digit number might be 0 or 1. Now the question is, what is the greatest one digit number? So how to know the greatest one digit number? Let us start the count from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you see 10 children, how many digits are used in 10? 1, 2. Am I asking greatest 2-digit number? No, I am asking greatest 1-digit number. So what is before 10? 9. 9 is a 1-digit number, children, or it is a 2-digit number? 1-digit number. After 1-digit number, we are getting 2-digit number. So this is the last greatest 1-digit number. So 0 or 1 is the smallest 1-digit number and the greatest number is 9. Now what is tens? Tens. Tens itself represent 10 and it is denoted by 1, 0, 10. And children, count and tell me how many digits are there in this? 0 and 1. There are 2 digits in tens. Yes? Now the question is, which is the smallest 2-digit number? After 9, what do we get? 10. So, after a single digit number, what I got? The smallest 2-digit number. So, this is like 1, 0, 10. 10 is the smallest 2-digit number. In the same way, what is the greatest 2-digit number? So 98, 99, 99 after what are we getting? 100. So children, you tell me 100 is how many digit number? 100 has how many digits in it? 1, 2, 3. So will it come in highest 2-digit number? Is it a 2-digit number? No. So what was the before number? 100 before? 99. 99. Let us see how many digits are there in 99. 99 is a 2-digit number? Yes. After 99, 100, which is a 3-digit number. So 99 is the greatest 2-digit number. Now children, what is the smallest 3-digit number? Just now we have seen it is 100. Now what will be the greatest 3-digit number? Come on children, look at the pattern. 9, 99. Next one will be 999, which makes it, after that number will be 1000, which is a 4-digit number. So the greatest 3-digit number is 999. So once again, 1 stands for 1, 10 stands for 10, 100 is represented as 100. And the number of digits in ones are 1, tens are 2, hundreds are 3. And the greatest number is smallest number is 1, greatest number is 9. The smallest 2-digit number is 10, greatest 2-digit number is 99. Smallest 3-digit number is 100 and greatest 3-digit number is 999. Now let us see how 100, tens and ones are formed, children. So ones means 1. Shall I consider it as 1 rupee? 1 stand for 1 rupee. 10. Can I take a 10 rupees note for the representation of tens? Yes. Ones, tens. 100. 100 is I am representing by 100 rupees note. So ones, tens, hundreds. Now the question is, children, how many ones form a 10? How many ones form a 10? Assume that you are having 1 rupee coins. How many 1 rupee coins makes a tens? Come on, children, think about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ones make 1 10. Once again, 10 1 rupee coins, beta. 10 1 rupee coins make 1 10. So 10 ones, I am representing 10 ones as 1 10 rupees. So 10 ones together makes a tens. So in the same way, how many tens make a 100? How many tens make a 100? So children, once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tens make 100. 10 rupees notes make a 100. Are you understanding, children? Are you following? Once again, shall we? This is a 1. How many ones make a 10? 10 tens make 1 10. How many tens make a 100? 10 tens make a 100. Then what about 1000, children? What about 1000? 10 100 rupees notes makes a 1000. Shall we make a count? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. This makes a 1000 in the same way. Sorry. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I told you, right? 10 tens make 100. So 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 3 rupee, 4 rupee, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 ones make how much? 110. Now let us learn different forms of a number representation. So how can a number be represented in different forms? So here are the 5 different forms that a number can be represented into. So the first one is standard form. Children, standard form, word form, beads form, place value and expanded form. So each and every topic we will be discussing in detail. So first of all, let us go with the standard form. What is a standard form? Standard representation, that is numeral or the number representation is called as standard form. 63. The number representation, the numeral representation is called as standard form. Can you give me some other example for standard form? What did you tell? 9, 73, 505, 605, still 999, ONE1. Is it standard form, children? No, this is not the standard form. 1. Yes, the number representation. The number representation is called as standard form. One more example. 863, 0, 85. This all comes under standard form. Now let us see the next one, which is word form. So the next one is word form. What is meant by word? Can you give me a word? Any word? School. School is a word? Yes. School, bench, chalk, everything. These are words. So children, word form is nothing but the representation of number in words is called as word form. Once again, the representation of number in words, or you can call as in spellings, is called as word form. So as I told you, 93. Is this word form, children? No, this is standard form as we have discussed earlier. Now we need to write the word form. Word form means writing the number in words is called as word form. So I am writing 93 in words, means in spellings. So NINETY 90, THRE 93. So this representation is said to be in word form. So the spelling, the word of the given number is called as word form. So children, you may have a bit like they may ask you, they may give you the word form and ask you to write the standard form. They may give you the standard form and ask you to write the word form. Shall we see another example for the word form? Can you pick a number for me? Like 357. Okay. 357. So how we are going to write this? 357. So this is the number representation of the given number. Sorry, this is the word representation of the given number. Now shall we see some textbook bit? So here he is asking me to write each of the following number in words. So what is the form given? Standard form. I need to write the word form. Can you read the number? ONE1, HUN, DRED 100, 109, 109. Next one, TWO2, HUNDRED 100, FORTY 40, NINE 9, 249. So here I have represented the number form to its word form. Let us see the next bit. Here is giving us the word form and he is asking us to write in figures. Figures is again nothing but number, children. So 637. 637. So when they give you the standard form, we need to convert it to the word form. When they give the word form, we need to write it in the standard form. So children, try to practice these two types of forms. Now let us discuss the next form, which is place value. What is mean by place? What is mean by value? Just break the words. Place and value. Place is where we sit. Let us take an example of our class, children. When you sit at first bench, what you are called as? You are called as a first bencher. Isn't it, children? When you go and sit in the last bench, you are said to be a last bencher. In the same way, children, there are only 0 to 9 digits. Yes or no? These digits are number of times they are used and different type of numbers are formed. Right? So, 2 may be sitting in different places. It is not like always sitting in one place. It will be sitting in different places. So, whenever 2 changes its place, its value also changes. Okay, to understand this concept, first of all let us know what are place values. Let us take a number, 3-digit number. 5, 4, 3. My question is, how to read the number? When it was a 2-digit, when it was only 9, we used to read it. When it was 87, we know how to read it. But how to read a 3-digit number? A number is always read by using its place values, children. And what are the place value which we have recalled before this session? What was that? Ones, tens, hundreds. So these ones, tens, hundreds. Here I am denoting ones with O, tens with T and hundreds with H. So these 3 are useful to read the number. So children, always remember that ones does not start from this place. It will not start from the beginning of the number. It is always from the right side of the number. Ones, tens, hundreds. So, using the place values, we have to read the number 543. Is it easy now? 543. Whenever you say it is 100, 500, it is a 3-digit number because ones is 1, tens is a 2-digit number, 100 is a 3-digit number. So, whenever we are saying hundreds, it is a 3-digit number and how we are going to read? 543. This was how to read the number. Then what is the story of this place? What is the story of this value? Children, so from ones, tens and hundreds. Now, what is in the place of ones? You tell me. What is a digit in the place of ones? 3. What is in the place of tens? 4. What is in the place of hundreds? 5. So children, depending upon their places, their value changes. Now let us see what is the value of 3. Now tell me what is ones? Ones means 1. So 3 into 1. 3 into 1. Why am I doing into 1? Because in place, it is in the place of ones. So I am multiplying it 1. What is in the place of ones? 3. So 3 ones are 3. So the value of ones place is 3, children. Okay. Next. What is in place of tens? Tens place we have 4 and 10 means Tens place I have 4 and tens means 10. 4 tens are 40. So what is the place value of tens? 40. It is not 4. It is 40. Now in the same way, what is the place value? What is in the place of hundreds? 5. And can you tell me what 100 represents as? 100. So 5 into 100 is equals to how much, children? 500. Okay. So 5. You should not tell me what is the place value of 100. You shouldn't tell me it is 5, ma'am. You need to tell it's 500. What is the place value of tens? Is it 4? No, it is 40. What is the place value of ones? 3. So in the same way, children, these digits may jumble. 3 may come here, 5 may go there. So depending upon the places, when they change their places, their value also changes. Shall we see another example on place values? Shall we? Surely. 3, 6, 9. First of all, what we need to write? We need to write the place values, and the place value starts from this left side, children, or right side? It's always from right side. Don't make a mistake of writing the place values from right side, and your each and everything will be going wrong. So don't do that mistake. Always take it from the right side. Ones, tens, hundreds. Now read the number, children. 369. 369. Now that's okay. Now, what is the place value of 9 in ones place? 9 ones are 9. Very good. Into 1. I am writing shortly. So next, what is the place value of 6 in tens place? 6 into 10. How much? 60. What is the place value of 3 in hundreds place? 3 into 100. That is 300. So the place value of hundreds is 300. The place value of 60 is 10s is 60 and ones is 9. So to understand this topic better, let us see this with money, children. So here are some of the objects which we need to buy using money, and as we know that ones is 1 rupee coin, tens is 10 rupees note, and hundreds is 100 rupees note. Now let us start our shopping. What is the first object? There is a toy house, and what is the cost of this toy house, children? 175. So what is in the place of hundreds? How many hundreds do I have? Hundreds place, children. This is ones place, this is tens place, and this is hundreds place. How many hundreds do I have? 100 I have. So I am going to take 100 rupees. And how many tens? How many tens? 7 tens. So I have to take 7 10 rupees notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now how many ones? Ones means 1 rupee. How many? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 175. Was it easy, children? Shall we buy another object? Now you are going to help me in picking the 100, tens and ones. So I am going to pick an object. Okay, let us take this one. There is a doll. I'll be showing you closer so that you can tell me how many hundreds, how many tens and how many ones I have to take. So what is the number, children? 275. The cost of the doll is 275. You tell me what is in ones place. Ones place I have 5. Tens place I have 7. Hundreds place I have 2. So how many hundreds I have to take? How many? Did you say 2? Okay. 100, 200. Now, how many tens I have to take? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done? And what is in ones place? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes 275. Shall we buy a lost object? Okay, here is a cap. So children, how many hundreds? How many hundreds? 100. How many tens? 110. How many ones? 0. That means no ones. This makes 110. So did you understand the topic of place values? Try to practice the using 10 rupee, 100 rupees and 1 rupees. Now let us see the bead representation of a given number. So here is the bead representation, children. You can see the place values here and they are starting from the right side. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Now children, we are not dealing with thousands, so we will remove this rod to avoid the confusion. So there is no thousands place. Now we are having only 3 places, that is ones, tens, hundreds. So let us take a number first. What is bead form and how we can represent this number in beads? Beads form is nothing but the representation of numbers in beads is called as beads form. We have to represent this number in this beads, children. Then it is said to be in beads form. So I have 853. So before I go for that, what I need to write? I need to write the place values. Ones, tens, hundreds. So what is in the place of ones? 3. So I need to put only 3 beads in ones place. Next, what is in the place of tens? 5. I should have only 5 beads. Come on, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads. Now what is in the place of tens? 8. Sorry, hundreds. Did I write tens double time? Okay. Now what is in the place of hundreds? It is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and I am removing this 2. So 853. Here I have represented the number in beads form. Shall we take another example and try again? 760. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let us write the place values first. Ones, tens, hundreds. So hundreds place I want only 7 beads. So I am taking off 1. That makes it 7. Now tens place I want 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I should add 1 more. That makes it 6. Next one, children. Ones place I have 0. That means I should not have any beads in ones place. 0 represents nothing. So there is no bead. So 760. Is it not easy, children? You can also draw and show the representation of beads. Now let us see what is expanded form. What is expanded form of a number? Children, expanded form is nothing but writing the number in expanded form. Like you are expanding the number. You are not adding something into the number or you are not removing something into the number. You are just representing the number, same number in some expanded way. For example, I am having, let us take a number 635. Okay, the same number I am representing in a expanded way using their place values, ones, tens, hundreds. So first of all, tell me what are the place values of ones? Ones. 5 ones are 5. 3 tens are 30. 6 hundreds are 600. Now, can I write 600 plus 30 plus 5? Oh my God. When we see this number and this number, they look completely different. But children, did I add any number? No. Did I subtract any number? No. Let us add this and see whether we will get the same number or not. 600 plus 30 plus 5. 0 plus 0 plus 5. 5. 3 plus 0. 3 and 6. So, I am just representing the given number in one expanded way using its place value. So, did you understand what is expanded form? Shall we try another example? Another number is 582. 582. Ones, tens, hundreds. Can you children directly tell me the place values now? 5 place value. 5 into 100. 500 plus 8 into tens. 80 plus 2 ones. 2. So 500 plus 80 plus 2. 285. Is it the same number? So children, did you understand the expanded form? How many forms we have learned today? Standard form, word form, beads form, place values and expanded form. So now children, let us see all the different forms using only one number. Till now we have seen with using different numbers. Now let us take only one number and see all the forms using only the given number. So first of all, the question may be given in the standard form, word form or any form. We need to represent it in the remaining form. So first of all, what is the example which we are taking, in which form this number is? Yes, it is represented in the standard form. So for that thing, we are going for the word form first. What is the number? 234 is the number. So let us write the place values for it. Ones, tens, hundreds. So 234 is the word form. And next one is the place value. Ones place 4. 4 ones are 4. Tens place 3 tens are 30. Hundreds place 2 into 100 200. Next one. What is the next one? Beads form. You can see the beads representation. What is in ones place? 4. Tens place 3. Hundreds place 2. So children, how many beads I should draw in ones place? I should draw 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many beads I need to draw in tens place? 3. How many beads I need to draw in hundreds place? 2. In the same way, let us see the expanded form. Expanded form using the place values. What is the place value of 2? 200, tens, 30, ones, 4. Is it easy? So children, you can also take a number and write different forms of it, like word form, place value, expanded form and beads form of the number which you have taken. Thank you.